He doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Cedar Rafaela, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one laced to center and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He put a great swing on that ball, took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Check swing, he held up. And now it's even 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it one-hops the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score on the board first. It's 1-0.
Back-to-back base hits. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Now this one gets through. Castro around third. Here comes the throw.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Quick toss to first. DePaula dives back in safely. No question about this one. It's out of here. A two-run blast. Here's the second. Second baseman. That one ripped. And foul ball.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Hit in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Now it's the right fielder. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. The relay, and he's out. So digging in, Harry Ford. Ripped towards third. On to first. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. We go to the bottom of the first. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Dylan Cease. What do you have on him? Bobby Witt Jr. getting ready to hit.
That's a ball.
Slider
ball
misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
On the ground to third. Over to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And next to hit for Houston, Julio Rodriguez. Under it. And a couple of quick outs. Air Jordan steps in to take his hat.
Jordan Alvarez.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Cease, 30 years old now, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014. That hits the dirt. Ball one. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. And that
That's it, ball.
misses. Now 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Just off the outside edge.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. He'll circle the bases. So 2 down. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing. So that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. It's now 4. Top of the second. Now in for the Braves, Kazuma Okamoto.
Ball.
Swing and a foul out of play. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
The 0-1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Oh, 2 now. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Out towards right center field, Rodriguez under this one. Brings it in. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Taylor Ward. Foul ball. And that one hammered. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Man at second. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Good eye in that spot. And that's a little bit high. And the count is even, 2-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Outside, that's a ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Nope, ball.
That's the third, Okamoto. That's the third out. Back here in Houston. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Willie Castro.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
That's a ball.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Check swing, and he went 0-2 now. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one.
Nope, ball.
Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 aboard with 1 out. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That one carrying. And it's off the out of town scoreboard. 1 run across. Another comes in to score in there safely. And now the right fielder. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. And a big swing and a miss. Stays alive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. .99 miles per hour to finish him off. Harry Ford next up for the Braves. Fastball almost got him there. Ford checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he went around. Rule the swing. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. This one smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run homer. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 9-1. So 2 down. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Leo DeVries. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. They've hit another, and they add to the lead. Andres Munoz gets handed the rock out of the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. That one not close. Ball 1. This ball's chopped on the ground. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Astros leadoff man, BAMA-VIII Jr.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Out to short. Loves it on the dive. Gathers and throws. Not in time. Infield hit.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first baseline. Beat the throw pretty easily.
Rodriguez batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Next pitch is outside. On the inside corner for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. Makes the grab. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. Two down, base is empty. Here's Jordan Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 1 for 1 with a single so far. To third. And it gets by him. Alvarez around second. Throw cut off to second. But he's in there easily. Now the third baseman. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. In there at the knees.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Base hit, 1 run in already. He's in there.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
The 0-1 in the air to left center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the third out. On to the fourth. Now in for the Braves, Willie Castro. And first offering is fouled off. Munoz, 27 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Ground ball right side. Albies fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Now the left fielder, Josue De Paula.
Number 95.
Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one. Swing and a ground ball. Toss to Alonso. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. 2 outs, base is empty. The polar bear, as he was dubbed by his former teammate Todd Frazier. Nice grab. Fires to first, and they get the out. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Ozzie Albies. Off the mark there. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Up the middle. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Kyle Tucker. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ball.
Strike two.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
The Stros with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Carrying well. It's a bomb. He hammers one out to center. So the Houston lineup turns over. BAMA-VIII Jr. digs in now. And that's in there for strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time. Ripped to short. Gets it to first. Got the out. Two down, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Julio Rodriguez. And first offering is fouled off. Out towards right center field. Under it. That is the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Number 12.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
The 1-1.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Rodriguez going back. Out of here. A towering shot to center. Now it's the right fielder. 1 for 2. Ground ball right side. And foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Harry Ford. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. And we're at the top of the 5th. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. That the second out. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Kyle Finnegan.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like
that one ripped left field. Just missed it. Here's a big power threat. Yordan Alvarez. Tap foul at the plate. Line drive to short and caught. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack. hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Rafaela moving under it. Out number 2. Here's the third baseman.
No, that's out.
2 down, nobody on. Fouled off to the right. That one hammered, but pulled foul. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Rips that one to right. And that is that. Top 6 now in for the Braves. Leo DeVries.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Man, that got him square in the mask. And the 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. And it's fouled off. They'll
Bro,
do it
my
again.
thumb can't be this goddamn lazy, bro. Can my thumb not go right? No.
Couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back to the top of the order now.
I put pitches way the fuck out this way just because I knew my thumb was gonna go left.
Check swing.
Like, damn.
That's strike 1.
Thumb got arthritis.
Late with the swing there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And that one is lifted in the air.
This motherfucker sneezing home runs. I done got like 12 perfects this game. There's all outs.
This is Willie Castro.
That's inside. That's a ball.
And he loves a fastball. I refuse to throw this motherfucker in a fastball, but I keep hanging.
Swings and fouls one off.
Throw him a fastball. 480.
That clips the corner. Fouls it off. Still
Come on,
1
bro.
and
That
2.
motherfucker Tiger Woods, dog.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. This one in the air, center field.
He's gonna get a hit here.
And
Thank
that
you,
is
bro.
that.
Like, bro, there ain't no way my thumb is this off.
And stepping in for the Astros.
Get the fuck.
Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward.
Popped up. Settles under this one. And a quick out number
I'm gonna start
1.
playing games before I play it.
Here is
Playing this
Ozzie
shit.
Albies up to hit.
I ain't good enough at MLB to load up and
The
play.
Astros with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th.
No, that's out.
Why are we
And he grounds
swinging
one to
at
the
that
right side,
fuck shit?
But it kicks foul. Right side. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Kyle Tucker, the next
Come on,
to
Kyle.
hit.
Inside. Ball.
Ripped
Come
on a
on,
line
bruh.
to center.
I've gotten great hits this entire
Takes
fucking
it
time,
for the
bruh.
out.
Give me a knock.
So next up for Houston, William Contreras. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
And that's through there.
Bro, I'm not checking it. Blast that shit.
Inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides.
Now I'm jammed up. After I just placed my PCI where I want, motherfucker gonna check swing.
And that will end the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about... So
now I gotta hear about how this shit ain't NCAA.
We've got some
She'll never beat me again.
Here in the booth,
I put that on my mama.
She never can say, hey, this game's going really fast.
Came in this bitch and hung everything.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No I would love to know. We need to study my thumb.
Rip to right.
We need to study my thumb.
Tucker takes it in for the out. One away. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
The first thing he's gonna say, I told you to say NCAA. First thing he's gonna say.
Other thing in this part,
man been on the game all day.
Over the left field wall into those Crawford
this you don't go into the game without throwing a couple of warm-up pitches. Like you got to call the bullpen first.
Baseball man.
Motherfucking Josh Hader don't just come out and just start throwing the ball. Like you got to warm up.
Now here is number 12.
No, that missed.
I promise you, if he don't say that, I owe you 2 drinks.
Hard hit to right center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. So man aboard. And now the right fielder.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Check swing, but he went too far.
That's the like go-to for people, bruh.
Now it bounces away.
Bruh.
Can't squeeze it.
I know you fucking lying.
Probably ruled a pass ball as the runner moves up to 3rd.
He loves the fastball. I don't even want to throw that
Steps
shit.
off, looks to
That's the only thing he sits on.
Happening. One away with a runner at 3rd. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
My thumb is not this off.
Struck him out, and there's 2 down. So now to the plate.
I mean, I don't really care if I lose either, but I should have warmed up. I got 10 hits, and I had like 12 perfects. And they sitting here 116 off the bat, straight to a shift.
You'll one. High fly ball, right field. Tucker moving under this one. And that'll do it. Back here in Houston, here's the Astros leadoff man, Bobby Witt Jr. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Najir Victor.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
This to 3rd, throws to 1st, 1 pitch and 1 out. Julio Rodriguez will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one.
Bruh, ain't no way I'm dropping my PCI.
Makes a move towards the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. So now the DH spot, Yordan Alvarez.
Look at this shit,
great
bruh.
stop.
I'm either on top of it or I'm right below it. Every fucking time.
We're at the top of the 8th. In for the Braves, Kazuma Okamoto.
Look at my.
And there's a foul ball.
Bro, I'll break this goddamn controller if I sling a thumb another fucking left again, bro.
0-1 now. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Tucker going back.
Damn near hit a home run. Sneezing. I've hit perfects every inning that were out.
Leo DeVries. First offering way inside, almost got him. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. This one ripped, but foul to the right. The Braves up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th.
We might well start throwing over there. Apparently, that's the only way my fucking. That's the only time my thumb. That's the only way my thumb can go. Is left.
Top of the order, and next for Atlanta.
Just throw that bitch over there the whole time. Get that bitch come inside on him. Cause my thumb can only go left.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0
Put that over there
here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Got him swinging.
Ever seen no shit like this? I'm about to switch my shit to Dane. Just start pressing buttons.
Now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso.
Anytime you rely on a fucking thumb, that bitch goes to sleep on you.
On the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early.
Hell, I think my third baseman might be fucking lefty. Does he play third?
Stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
The 1-0. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Better, take your base.
First and second, and nobody out. Now, Taylor Ward. Ripped, but it curls foul. If you're looking for a strike thrower, this is your guy. Doesn't matter what era of baseball you're talking about. You want someone that's going to throw strikes, and he's your man. Okamoto steps on the bag for one, and that's all they'll get. So, Chris, does the offense dial up the aggressiveness against him? What is the approach exactly?
Well, there is confidence that, hey, I'm going to get a pitch to hit during the at-bat. There's some guys where you're thinking, maybe I get one pitch to hit that's something that I have a chance to turn around. With this guy, you're
get the fuck, bro.
Tags the runner. What a double play that
This motherfucker Ozzy won't play another fucking. He won't.